Hello, Divine Souls, and welcome to a timeless collective journal message for my YouTube collective. To open the space and to cleanse the space, I just want to burn some Palo Santo to assist with the positive energies and the good vibes for this reading today. And of course, to call in the Most High, the Mother, the Father, and the Source that resides within us all, to ensure that the insights, the clarity, the confirmation, and illumination that needs to be received through my channel and vessel today is able to be brought through however it may need to be. For those who wish to receive and are open to allowing the messages, perspectives to assist them along their path and journey however it may need to for their highest good and nothing but their highest good towards their desired reality and their highest potential. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ashe. Alrighty, now that we've got that all done, cleansing the space, I'm just going to start using my Dreamy Moons tarot deck to pull through the cards for today's message. And just a reminder that because this is a general message, the whole message may not fully resonate with you, but do take what does and simply leave behind whatever does not for the next person it may be for, so that you can, of course, receive what is for you today. And my interpretation of the energy is of a higher level of communication at times, simply because I tap into the energies as I am an empath and use the symbolism from the cards to assist hand in hand with how I bring through the meaning and the messages. So let's get into your message, shall we? What is it that you need to know today? What does this collective need to know today, Spirit? What can I assist with that will benefit for their highest good? And nothing but their highest good. Alrighty, those are the 4 cards. Let's get the rest of the cards to the side. Beautiful. Alrighty. Okay, so we have the Ace of Stars on the crown and third eye chakra. We have the 8 of Cups on the the throat and heart chakra. We have the 7 of Cups on the solar plexus and sacral chakra. And we have the 10 of Swords, aka 10 of Crystals in this deck, on the root chakra. Okay. Alrighty, so it feels like with the Ace of Stars, aka Ace of Pentacles, on your crown and third eye, you have been manifesting and envisioning a new beginning in your physical reality, right? And this hasn't always been, something that you've been able to fully comprehend, in the sense that you haven't always had the clarity and the focus you've needed to really gain the ability to start this process. But it feels like you are now taking the steps you need to create the right foundations by getting clear about it in your mind and your awareness and the knowledge you need and require to truly take the step into this new beginning. Okay? And it feels like the universe is really offering you a chance to take a journey that will support you in the physical. It will give you a return that maybe you don't necessarily think you need, but the universe knows it's going to benefit you the most. So it is a sense of not getting caught up in the expectations of what it is that you think you might want from this new beginning, but it is a sense of trusting that what it is that you will receive from this new offering, of what it is that you will be able to truly awaken to within this path and journey, will be able to bring in what it is that you've truly wanted to ground within your reality. And it comes with knowing that the offering of a new beginning goes hand in hand with knowing that as one door opens, the old doors close. So you have to be prepared to know that if there are still things that are clouding your mind, it's kind of just this idea of the hand coming out of the clouds. It isn't going to be as easy for this new beginning to start if you don't allow yourself to close off what used to be and isn't serving you anymore, right? And it's like a doorway is ready to be open. Like I just realized, I just kept looking at this doorway of entering into this new phase that is truly going to result in so much physically being built for your ability to actually do what it is you want. And the opportunities, as I said, will only truly arise if you close the old doors. If you realize that they don't need to be open anymore, you don't have to be giving energy to the old things anymore. And it may be a process in which this occurs, which is okay, but that's kind of why it's been on your mind about wanting to take this journey and really going with it in the way that you wish to. And the Eight of Cups on throat and heart chakra, it feels like you've been truly needing to emotionally walk away from the old doors that you have been needing to really start closing, okay? And a lot of the time, this isn't easy, it isn't like you can just grab the door, close it, and never open it again. It feels like you may have been kind of leaving the door half open and not knowing how to fully let it, finalize and complete as it needs to. And it is because you have emotional attachments to these things. It is because you have felt this sense of not knowing how to truly detach from what it is that has been from your past. And I really want to express to you that it is okay. It will take time. It will take a bit of like a crossroads journey of knowing that there are multiple paths you can take. No matter what, when it is your time to, you'll take the one you know you need to. And it may not be the one that you want, nor necessarily, feel comfortable about, but it will be the one that gives you the best outcomes and circumstances that you can actually benefit from. And the more that you realize that you have this ability to move through the darkness of not knowing what will come of it if you close those doors, you'll start to realize that there is a sense of freedom and relief in the unknown, of being curious enough to simply take a new path in a new direction and turn your back on the things that truly weren't helping you get there. And maybe they were holding you in the stagnation of simply staying comfortable in places where you don't need to be anymore. And being comfortable, I want to be honest, is not going to allow you to grow. Okay? And, that's the idea of expansion, that you need to be pushed to certain capacities to then create a stronger bandwidth of your ability to actually move between different things. If you can acknowledge that you are about to be expanded, you'll realize that what you are doing now and the things you will detach from are helping you do that. And it may seem a little bit dire at the moment with having to let go of things, but as soon as the things that you truly wanted and needed start coming through, you'll realize why it was so important you had to turn away from those things. It's just one of those things where you're not going to get, the proof or the confirmation right now in your physical reality that was the best choice you had to make. You just have to believe it is a good choice for you, if that is, how you feel. Of course, you'll know by using your intuition and your discernment to feel that into that, because your heart and your throat are ready to express and ready to release the attachments that aren't actually assisting you anymore. And they've potentially been draining you, if I'm being honest. And you may have just been a little bit in denial. And, that occurs when you don't want to be uncomfortable. But if you're ready to take that step, you'll know. So that's just an open-ended perspectiveness of you being able to see what you need to see, however that may be for you. With the Seven of Cups on your solar plexus and sacral chakra, it does feel like the reason why it has been a bit challenging for you to truly take the options that are truly going to benefit you and the ones that are really going to actually be the most important and the things that you can prioritize is because you have multiple different things in your experience that may be really catching you off guard and distracting you, or making it challenging for you to basically decide on your most fulfilling desires, okay? And it does take work to get there, but it's also your emotional capacity to be aware of what you actually want to prioritize energetically. And the more that you can truly decide what it is that you want for yourself and know that you already, feel called towards, because a lot of time distractions are just there to make you realize what it is that you truly desire by helping you realize what you don't want and what you don't prefer. So then you can ultimately take that journey and leap of faith in the direction in which you need to, that is actually for you, because all these other paths are just there to kind of teach you lessons and to, get you to have the wisdom and the knowledge and awareness to be who you need to be ultimately and become the version in which you truly are deep down when you let go of the attachments you may have accidentally picked up or may still be moving away from. But if you can really look at all the emotional things that you have that you feel, you think, not feel, are fulfilling, and you switch the idea of what do you think to what you actually feel is fulfilling you, you'll probably start to realize that a lot of the things that you thought were doing you justice actually weren't helping. And that's once again you being pushed into a position of choice. Can you see through the illusions? Can you trust your passion to guide you in the right path and direction by tuning into your ability to feel into certain sensations of happiness and joy instead of ones that may have made you feel stuck and stagnant? Because when we move on from the solar plexus and sacral chakra, which is all about that, happiness, confidence, joy, and, feeling into that inner child exploration of excitement, the fact that the Ten of Swords is on your root chakra is telling me that's what's hindering your process in which you are needing to make the choices you need to make. Because you're not feeling secure and grounded in what it is that you need to do right now. And that's why I say this is a process. You don't need to make this choice right now. But as soon as you are able to readjust yourself and ground yourself and actually get really clear mentally about the path you wish to walk, you'll start taking out the things that have been holding you back. You will start removing what hasn't actually created the space you've needed to bring in the new and to allow the beginnings that you want to begin. And it is a sense of you feeling stuck and stagnant and not really wanting to really move out of that yet. And if that's how you feel and you don't feel like adjusting yourself or realigning, that's okay. You do what you have to do. You continue being in this energy as long as you need to, and accept that it is your choice to move out of pain. It is your choice to move through it when you're ready. If you feel you need to pause and rest, that's okay. But just remember why. Why are you doing it? Why are you staying stuck, or why are you stagnant? Is it because it's too uncomfortable to move through it? Is it because you have fear? Really bring this to the surface if you're ready to, and allow it to show you that there is light at the end of the tunnel and that you can find your way through the darkness, because the light will always be available to those who have gone to the depths of who they are, to rise above it and actually become the brilliance and the shining essence of the true you. And this may also be a sense of you letting go of your old self and your old version by realizing that you had let that keep you down for too long. And when it's time, you'll take all these crystals out and you'll rise again, just like the sun does every day, and so that you can truly bloom into who you want to become, right? And the more you find support within your own self when you feel it is time to regain that balance and stability and ground yourself, you'll start to realize how much more you feel comfortable in moving through the uncomfortable feelings, especially ones that are in your mind, and especially ones that you feel have been cluttering you from being able to progress the way you would like to. So, really allow your process to be what it is for yourself. Everyone is different. Everyone is unique in their journey, and, really hold space for however you feel it is required for you. And there is no wrong or right time. It's only when you are ready to change or switch lanes and, redirect. As I said, it's like a crossroads. You just kind of stay at the crossroads until you decide what you want to do. All right. And I'm going to use the Sacred Light Oracle cards to bring through some extra insights and awareness to this reading for you today, Divine Soul. So, of course, it may benefit you however it may need to. And as I said, just allow yourself to acknowledge that this is all just a phase in your path and journey. And this is timeless, so it may be past, present, future. You'll know by using your discernment and intuition as always. And it will give you a sense of direction as it needs to when you are ready to receive it. Okay, let's have a look. We have a lot of angelic assistance in this energy because we have the first card, which is number 1, and it says Angelic Realms, a team effort, charity, validation, and patience. And I feel like this is why I'm being so I'm being very soft and light about this message, because I don't want you to feel that you have to do anything, right? Don't want you to feel like you have to be anything different right now. This is simply me helping you bring to surface what it is you may need to be aware of. And the angels only wish to do the same, right? The angels they're benevolent. They literally do not judge you. They do not criticize you. They do not, like, when you feel your ego and your inner critic wanting to speak to you and you hear those voices, that your angels are nothing like that. Your angels are quite literally always supporting you in whichever choices you make. Of course, they'll give you nudges, gentle nudges when you need it, just like I feel I am doing today. But that's the point, is you're being supported with whatever it is you choose to do, and no choice is a wrong choice. There is just lessons and, knowledge and awareness and perspective in which you can be enlightened to as you need to each step of the way. And I feel like the more you have patience with your process, the easier it will be for you to understand that nothing needs to be rushed, nor will anything ever truly be, at the wrong time or at the right time. It's just simply your time, your divine timing when you want to do something and you feel it's right, because naturally it's the free will you were gifted with to be able to navigate it in your own way. And the next card we have is 33, Tibetan Fire Serpent, seeking a higher truth, discernment, a better path, authority. I feel like this energy is really saying that, yes, it will take patience, but it also does take discipline in a certain circumstance of knowing when to change and when to make those choices and switch lanes, right? And that's why I say, like, there is a better path. It's just up to you how you want to take it and if you're willing to. And sometimes it does mean it's an uncomfortable feeling to get there, but you will know it's worth it when you get there. You may not feel it as you're doing it and moving through the uncomfortable feelings, but it is worth it when you get to the other side. And if you can focus on that feeling, it'll be a lot more, I want to say, just smoother, in the sense of you just navigating in the way you need to. And then the last card we have is 3, Archangel Michael, Heart of a Warrior, Divine Protection and Synchronicity. Now, I feel like this is because what you're going through, in the sense of the 10 of Swords being quite dense and heavy, is because you're clearing out a lot. And Archangel Michael is this essence of being protected through whatever it is that you're healing, and knowing that you do have the heart of a warrior. You do have the ability to rise above whatever it is that continues to push you down, because ultimately it's not meant to keep you down. It's simply meant to show you how strong you are. And the fact that when you choose to accept your vulnerability in your emotions, your awareness, and your thoughts and clarity, you can acknowledge that you have the ability to simply shift your perspective and ultimately change what it is that you're experiencing. Doesn't mean it will change the circumstances. It just means you change the way you actually view it. And that is going to help you. And if you take the synchronistic signs that, your support team and your spiritual guides and just, whatever that is for you in your reality, they will send you signs of support. They will send you signs that will help you remember you're not alone and that they are watching over you, especially with the protection of Archangel Michael really guiding you through this particular, I want to say, phase of growth, because it does feel very uncomfortable. So keep allowing yourself to truly accept that you are flying into a whole new direction, that you may not know what is going to occur. But the more that you take that trust and really allow yourself to be solid and foundationally stable in your own self and control what you can within your energy and perspective, the more that you'll simply know how to be resilient and bounce back from different things that occur in your path and journey. So that is your message, Divine Soul. As always, I simply hope to be a soul guide to lead those who wish to be led towards their highest potential and their spiritual ascension in whichever way that may be for you, Divine Soul, so that you can truly achieve the reality and, explore what it is you need to within that and truly understand yourself in a different way, however that may be, and in your own process, of course. So I'm wishing you all the best, and that you continue to walk the path however you may need to, with many blessings being guided into your reality. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.